Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. There he goes. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Motion from the wideout. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Third and long coming up. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Taylor wants to throw. Moving out to the right. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. At the 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down. That'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught on the RPO. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Trying to take it back. Makes a move. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Long way to go on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his target. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll give it to Fluff. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Lets it fly. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll give it to Hardy. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Roberts. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Here's Simmons to throw. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Under pressure. And he avoids the sack.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Out wide right, it's West. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, you can. When you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Play action on first down. Fires immediately. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll give it to Fluff. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get set for the point after score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Taylor wants to throw. They're all over it. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. He's going to fire to the left. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Taylor wants to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught outside the numbers. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here's a give to Hardy. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Still looking to his right. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Throwing Simmons. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Makes the grab, it's Hardy. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Simmons. Look out. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 7 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Hurricanes, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year.
Missouri wants to go fast.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
To move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They
breaks into the open on the left. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Simmons on play action. Rush right in his face. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Second and long here.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big play.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. They go right back to Hardy. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Rushes on. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to Fluff. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
On the move. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. At the 35, he's got more. He's loose down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll give it to Hardy. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Running inside. It's Roberts. He's got enough for a Missouri first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Here's Simmons to throw. Right down the middle. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Bontwell. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's a give to Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Simmons on the play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Simmons.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.